Thank you for your purchase of the award-winning Andover One music system. Setup of the Andover One is much simpler than a conventional audio system, but there are a few steps that need to be completed before use. This video illustrates those steps, which are also outlined in the supplied owner's manual, pages 8 through 10, and also in the quick setup guide. Begin by removing the contents of the carton. The dust cover, platter, and foam packing may be removed as a unit. Likewise, remove the main chassis and the small accessory box from below the unit. You may set the carton aside for now, but please do not discard it or any packing material. Pay close attention to how each item is packaged. In the unlikely event that the unit needs to be returned for repair or exchange, it must be packaged correctly to prevent shipping damage. Damage caused by improper packing is not covered by your warranty. Once unpacked, the first step in setup is to remove the transport screws, whose sole role is to keep the turntable secure during shipping. Also loosen the two screws securing the motor to the turntable plinth. You can remove them fully if you prefer, but you must be 100% certain to reattach them if you ever need to ship your unit. The same is true of the larger transport screws just removed. The 4 screws around the motor supporting the rubber suspension must be left in place. Finally, remove any remaining cardboard packaging and the twist tie that secured the tone arm into its rest. This next part is the most important part of the setup process, balancing the tone arm and setting the tracking and anti-skating force. Begin by sliding the counterweight onto the rear of the tone arm with the number scale facing forward until it clicks into place. Carefully remove the stylus protector and set it aside. Remove the tone arm from the rest and move it to a place where it can float freely without interference. Turn the counterweight until the tone arm balances parallel with the turntable surface, like balancing a scale. Once balanced, return the tone arm to the rest. Hold the counterweight still so that it doesn't move from its balanced position, and turn the plastic number scale at the front of the counterweight so that it shows 0 at the top. Now rotate the entire counterweight assembly until it reads between 18 and 20 on the scale. This will set the tracking force within the 1.8 and 2.0 gram recommended range. Finally, unpack the anti-skating weight and pass the looped end of the fine string over the anti-skating stub on the tone arm. Set the loop into the spindle of the 3 grooves in the stub. Drape the weight over the support and the tone arm setup is complete. We suggest replacing the stylus guard to protect it during the rest of the setup. Just remember to remove it again before you play your records. Place the flat belt around the platter and the upper groove of the motor pulley. The second round belt included in the accessory kit is for 78 RPM records, and you will not need it for common 33 and 45 RPM records. We're now on the home stretch. Unpack the platter and felt mat and place it on the spindle. Then carefully remove the foam end caps and plastic bag from the dust cover. You may play your Andover One with the dust cover open or closed. The design of the Andover One isolates the dust cover from the turntable, so any vibration is not passed on to the stylus, as it is with many other turntables. Once it's unpacked, slide the cover into the hinges at the rear of the unit. Make sure it moves freely. You are now ready to connect it to the power and begin listening. First, plug the supplied power adapter into the DC input jack of the unit. If you are using a Songbird, you can connect it at this time using a 3.5mm stereo signal cable. Connect the Songbird output into the aux2/stream input of the Andover 1. Connect the 5-volt DC power adapter into the Songbird DC input and plug the adapter into your AC power source. If you are also using a subwoofer, you may plug its signal cable in at this time. Ignore this step if you are using your Andover 1 without a subwoofer. The final step is to remove the clear plastic shield that keeps the battery in the remote control from discharging during shipment. Simply pull it straight out from the bottom of the remote, making sure the battery stays in place. Now you're ready to enjoy your Andover 1. Turn it on by pressing either the center knob or the standby button on the front panel. The first time power comes on, it's in the phono mode and set to 33 RPM. Place a record on the turntable and start the first of many years of musical enjoyment.